are startups doing? What do they do? All of you would have heard that. Did you hear that speech? So I must tell you that exhibition industry is also having some startups, and Blue Apple is the biggest example of a successful startup. They are not doing the delivery business. They are not doing 2-minute delivery. They are doing sheer quality work, which all of you use. And Akash's team has made a real difference in what the exhibition's coverage is all about. Today we listen to him and see what is the magic mantra behind him.
Hi, good morning, everyone. So this is my first time presenting in front of a crowd and camera. Generally, we are behind the scenes. So yeah, so a short introduction. Today, my topic is essentials of exhibition photography and videography. I think this is one of the most important aspect because it shows how grand your show was, how big and volume wise, and gives you a exact real perspective. So a little information about me and my company. So we are Blue Apple, where creativity meets precision. So we are almost a 10-year-old organization. So this started from I was studying in Xavier's, and it was a college project which it started from. I used to film Malhar, our event, college festival, and that's how my liking for shooting events began. So I just wanted to give you an example. When I came in the event industry in 2015, what kind of videos were happening as a part of a post-show report or a day highlight, and after we being part of the industry, how we have helped to evolve the transition from those videos. So and most of my session is going to be very video or photo oriented, less of slides. So 1 second. So this is for 𝐶PHI, Informa Markets. That then it was UBM.
I've been operating in India for the last 28 years. CPHI has become has played a major role in my career because I've been participating in CPHI for the last 21 years. The relationship with CPHI or UBM is for almost more than 10 years. We will be there next year, of course. We would be there. We are also part of CPHI and worldwide next year.
So I think this gives you an idea of how videos were made earlier, and I will show you the latest one which we did for 𝐶PHI. So same event, but a different touch.
We are at CPHI India.
Hi, I'm from Japan.
Hi, I'm from Russia.
Hello, I'm from Sweden.
Hi, I'm from South Africa.
I'm from Syria. We are at CPHI India.
Quality of interaction at CPHI is very productivity and very useful for business organization also.
The show provides a dynamic platform to connect with international buyers, vendors, and suppliers across the pharmaceutical industry.
The event showcases cutting-edge solutions, industry trends, and technological advancements, helping us stay ahead in the market.
Your network is your net worth. Connect with the pharma industry at CPHI and PMIC India 2024.
So that's the kind of change that we've got into the exhibition industry. If you see, we've used the latest AI-driven voiceover. We've used more of a storytelling approach. And so our goal is to make India stand out on a global stage when it comes to presentation of an exhibition. So let me continue with my presentation. So when it comes to us, we are divided into 3 sectors: ministry conferences, large-scale events, and we have a company based in Singapore which handles our international market. So a blend of all these 3 things gives us a great exposure, which helps us to make add value to what kind of exhibitions that are available in the market. So why photography and videography is essential for any exhibition or any small conference or any event? Basically, it helps to prove to the world that people showed up, enjoyed themselves, they cracked deals, and made sure they took something out of the exhibition. Because a successful exhibition is defined by the images. There are facts and figures. The images are a real thing that proves how successful the exhibition was. It is larger than life. A better photography or videography can make your exhibition look much more grander, much more volume-wise, with a huge perspective, dynamic, and a vibrant display. Photography is not only just making fancy videos at the end of the day. It is very important when it comes to documentation. Actual visual record of the layouts, the stalls that participate in the show, the key moments, presence of important people who give speeches or discussions happen in the conferences, and also these images helps the operation team also to plan their exhibition for the next edition in a much better and more productive way. And of course, you have the marketing element to it, where you can use all your videos in a much more better format, or photos in a better format. So these are just examples that how capturing these kind of images add value to the kind of exhibitions or conferences that you're hosting. It is also a chance for us to turn this into a global showcase, and a good photography or a good video of an exhibition acts as a magnet to your newer prospects. At least when you help these kind of content reach on a wider platform, you get access to more visitors or potential buyers, delegates who can look at the event and can participate as a visitor or an exhibitor in the next edition. So having a good photography or a good coverage of the show is very, very essential. These are some shots, some networking happening. So any exhibition is roughly say around 1 to 3 days. A conference is 1 day, or it's a 5 day. It's an event that a team works for a year long and only for those 5 days. But these photos and videos make it a lasting legacy, where you can revisit your event every time, because those are the important memories that you've created and all your hard work is put into it. And this is just the showcase of your hard work. So if you are an exhibition organizer or a conference organizer, or that matter any event organizer, understanding the purpose of photography is extremely important. There are 2 points to it. One is what needs to be documented, And second is how it needs to be used in your sales and marketing channels. So first, let's talk about what needs to be documented. So in my experience of last 10 years, I have gathered from different kind of exhibitors. So I don't organize events, but working with different organizers gives me an idea what they expect. Like different organizers have different needs. So I have collated some of the points that may be essential if you are organizing a show. First is the high priority shot. Inauguration and opening ceremony marks a very important thing in starting of an event. That needs to be captured properly. Then the VIP dignitaries, keynote speaker sessions. Then the documentation of the exhibitor's booth. That the exhibitor booth was present in the exhibition. This is the only documentation that you will be having in your report. The product displays and the interaction, visitor interaction. These are the few documentation to-dos that I think one organizer needs to keep in mind. Branding and visual identity. It is very important from branding point of view. Whenever we are asked to click photos, so we segregate it into branding point of view so that the ops team can use it for the next year's branding and make it more better or innovate or do the same thing. But these photos help them to understand what kind of volume was there last year, and in accordance to that, they take a call. Again, venue setup, food lounges, lighting, vibe shots, special activities like all key sections should be covered, panel discussions to workshops to live demos. If there are any networking night events or cultural programs, I think everything should be justified. These is attendee engagement, crowd shots, candid interaction, delegate participation. So all of these small things need to capture, because this is how you're going to create your post-show strategies or your post-show sales and marketing collaterals. One part of it. And major important is the testimonial and the feedback from your customers, from your delegates, your exhibitors. So that gives you an entire real perspective at the event, like asking them how the event was, what could be done better. You get real answers, and I think that makes a lot of difference for the next year's edition. Now, once you've documented the entire thing, it is very essential to use it in a very curated manner. Just covering an exhibition will not help you to satisfy your marketing needs. It needs to be channelized in a manner where you get to generate your leads as well. And nowadays, earlier when exhibition used to be covered, it was just a traditional way where there was a long camera which used to shoot for hours and hours. But today the technology has developed. You can have a small capsule video. We specialize in giving live edits on the day itself. So before the day ends, the visitor, exhibitor, everyone has a glimpse of what happened today. This not only helps or gives a trust to the existing exhibitor, but it also creates an opportunity for another visitor to visit the second day. So that is why day highlights are important. When you capture segment wise, for example, if your show is divided into different verticals, you can make individual vertical videos and target them to those kind of exhibitors or buyers you're looking for. So these are some ways where you can really make use of good segmentation. So I'll give you some examples which we did recently. So let me give an example of Bharat Mobility. It was one of the biggest shows that we did. It happened in all the three venues, Pragati Maidan, IML, and Yashobhumi. So we created a day-wise teaser so that it was engaging. So here what I used, what an exhibitor needs to show how much crowd was there, what kind of people attended the show. And with our expertise, we added a editing creative look to this field, because this expo was all about cars. So whenever you also plan to do any kind of expos, make sure that the vibe of the expo is captured in your post-show marketing material, be it a video or a photo. So let me just give you an example of what we did at Bharat Mobility. And this is also an inclusive of what PM Modi said during the inauguration speech. So it combines in a very good format, and this was done live during the day. So day one this happened, and we posted the video so that we attract more visitors on day two.
भारत का जो मोबिलिटी ग्लोबल एक्सपो है, ये देश की ऑटोमोबाइल इंडस्ट्री के लिए एक तरह से गेम चेंजर माना जा रहा है। भारत में जो इलेक्ट्रिक मोबिलिटी है, उसके भविष्य को कहीं ना कहीं एक नया रूप प्रदान करेगा।
हमारा प्रयास है कि भारत में ही ऑटो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग से जुड़ा पूरा इकोसिस्टम डेवलप। आज हम एक ऐसे मोबिलिटी सिस्टम के निर्माण में जुटे हैं जो इकोनॉमी और इकोलॉजी दोनों को सपोर्ट करे।
भारत मोबिलिटी ग्लोबल एक्सपो में आपका स्वागत है।
So the air goes inside from here.
It's an automatic variant. This is an HEV, hybrid electric vehicle. These are types of carbon fiber tanks. Nice.
So in such kind of videos, you actually capture the vibe of the event. Now this was automobile, so we made sure that we add that touch to the video so that it makes more appealing. And we've not forgotten that what the organizer wants. We've equally captured what the organizer wants. Organizer wanted to show crowd. Organizer wanted to show latest products, latest innovations that took place. Organizer wanted to show that the key people who entered the show, like if you've seen, there were ministers that were walking around the show, or PM Modi giving a speech. So we've made sure that everything has been categorized into a format where is possible in a video, which I think agrees with everyone. Even for us, it was a passionate project because we got to edit in a manner that we wanted to showcase this kind of automobile industry. And even the organizer was happy because his key points from a sales point of view or a marketing point of view were achieved in this video. So next example that I would like to give you for a show is make people the heroes. Okay, now we are into different segmentation of videos where we want to create more engaging content when it comes to exhibition. It is not just the coverage of the show. So we recently did this exhibition called India Woods, and we made the exhibitors the hero of the video. It's not always that the visitors are hero of the video. We made sure that the exhibitors are hero of the video, and we promoted India Woods through the exhibitors' POV. So I'll just give you an example. So like I said, that every video we do, we make sure that we add the feel of the event to it so that it resonates with the visitors and the organizers.
Day 3 at India Wood is buzzing with excitement. The energy, the innovations, the opportunities are incredible. Chalo!
From high-performance woodworking machines to premium materials and tools, every solution you need is right here.
From industry veterans to emerging entrepreneurs, this is where strong partnership and new collaboration take shape.
So much. Thank you. India is a global hub. We have 600 plus brands and exhibitors coming from Germany, China, Italy, France, Poland, Taiwan, USA, and many more.
Live workshop, expert insights, hands-on training. There is so much to gain for your business.
Three action-packed days of innovation, business, and networking. But it's not over yet. Your last chance to experience it all is just a day away. See you tomorrow.
So this is again an example how an exhibitor, how an organizer is. So this was organizing team entirely pushing for more crowd or more marketing point of view for next day, like a key message. So this video has a CTA towards end that don't worry, we have one more day ahead. Please come tomorrow. So such kind of videos make more impact than just a normal coverage kind of videos that were going around. One more example. So every exhibition may have few conferences or seminars as part of them. So what we are trying to say that even during a day, you can create a special video which highlights just conferences. For example, you can make a separate or separate plan, marketing plan only to highlight your feature programs. So this is a capsule video, which we call it as a capsule video. And this is one of the events which we did with the international team in Bangkok for a conference summit video.
I think the people that will enjoy the session very much is from the retail business as well as the fast food business.
It's an honor for me because there's so much expert speaker, and I am happy to contribute in one of the session.
So this is just a small capsule video which highlights the conference section of the exhibition. So we have one more video, so now there are a lot of exhibition organizers who also do small conferences, like individual conferences. So we had a different approach for them as well. We always, whenever we see a video, we visually adapt to whatever is shown to us. But there is a higher recall value when someone is saying something. So you hear the sound and see the visuals together. So when I am showing a conference, if I just show the glimpses of the conference, everyone may not understand. They need to think and then they might analyze. But nowadays, with new editing techniques, you can deliver a live video on the day which has a sound as well as a narrative and a visual representation. So giving you an example of a small conference which happened in Singapore.
Welcome industry leaders and innovators to the future of mining Asia.
This is where The world of mining looks toward the future, embracing the latest technologies and driving sustainable practices.
Join us as we embark on a journey of powerful insights, game-changing advancements, and a vibrant network of pioneers shaping the next chapter in the mining industry.
Embrace the opportunity to connect, collaborate, and unlock the potential of the mining industry. Welcome to the future of Mining Asia, where innovation meets opportunity.
We can't wait to see what tomorrow brings at the future of Mining Asia.
So a topic as serious as mining or future of mining, where discussions are so serious, you can make a relatively lighter version of a video which is more appealing to your audience, which gives you a chance to invite them for the next day as well. Right, sure. So these are the few key points where I think organizers should look into this and create content with the existing data. There's a lot of data that is churned out in those 3 days of exhibition. What I'm requesting or telling you as a agency is that you need to curate that data. It can give you 365 days of marketing content. That much data is shot in 3 days. But it is very essential for every organizer to curate the data and ask their marketing teams to curate data as per their marketing flow or marketing concepts. So these are the same things which I explained in a video format, that how you can segment your data and divide it into different capsules and which different platforms that it needs to be targeted on. Step 2 is plan division of the team. Planning the division of the team is essential because that is how you can cover your showcase. So I'll just give an example of what we did for startup, what we got as a requirement for startup Markham. So here you can see on 1st April, it's the pre-days. So we made sure that the BTS, the behind the scenes of the exhibition, like the built-up, we've dedicated a videographer for that. On the second day, like the day 0, we made sure that we captured all the synergies that were happening around in the organizer's office. So we made sure that we have a team placed over there. Then we also made sure dry run is extremely important and very crucial when you're having a very high designated minister or the prime minister or any ministry coming to your exhibition. So it is very essential that you have a test run done on day 0 itself. Because on the day, we are in events and exhibition industry, there are a lot of last minute issues. But I think once, if you do a test run, at least we'll eliminate most of the risk. Then if you can see here, we have divided photographers as per the halls, as per the conferences, as per the main features that were given to us, and a proper division ensures you a complete coverage of the show. It is very essential if you want to use this content as your marketing and sales activity, you need to be very sure that everything is covered very well. So this is how we at our end divide the team so that everything is covered. You can finalize whatever costing you have with the agency and get it contracted. Step 3 is that. Step 4, this is the most important phase. Because unless there is clarity in the briefing from an organizer to the agency, you will not be able to achieve the output that you are expecting. It is very, very essential to have crystal clear clarity. What can happen and what cannot happen. Because there are a lot of expectations from the organizers, and then if the agency is not able to deliver it, then there is a sour relationship. So it is much better that you be very clear of your objectives, of your sales objectives, of your marketing objectives, of your documentation objectives, and only then you clear out with an agency and get it done on the paper. So we also experience in the beginning when we started this agency, a lot of things are not matching as per the expectations. So what we derived is we formulated our own briefing sheets. So these are our own briefing sheets that we send organizers so that we are very clear on paper itself that what the organizer wants. This is an example of a teaser video. For example, you need to make a teaser for your exhibition or a conference. This is a briefing sheet that we sent. Everything is mentioned over there. The event dates, what is the objective for this video, what are the reference links that you want us to refer to when creating the video. If you have any tagline, if you have any statistics to be put, if there are any mandatory logos to be added. See, you cannot expect the agency to directly know what they have to do. There needs to be some communication that has to go from the organizer's end so that your expectations is satisfied 100%. So such kind of practice will help you to have clear objectives and meet your expectations from both ends. We also ask them what emotion they want to evoke from the kind of teaser that we want to make. So it gives us the idea of the vibe that they are looking for. This is a show day brief, which we have formulated a format where we give the client to fill in the questionnaire and then they fill it and give it to us. That helps us understand them more better. Because sometimes we are locked in last minute for the event and they may not have time to do a team meeting or a brief meeting. So such formats can help you reduce time and give more clarity. Like entire thing is explained over here, if you see. Name of the show, venue, work scope, when do they need photos from, of what photos needs to be captured, what are the key important moments to be captured. Everything is very well written. So both ends are very safe here. So the organizer also knows what he needs from the agency and the agency also knows what he or she needs from the organizers so that they can together collaborate for a successful output. For events, photography and videography successful output, the collaboration between both of the agencies is very crucial. Otherwise, there will be dissatisfying results. So I think as much transparency if you can maintain with the agency or give them clarity of what your end goals are, 100% the agency will put in efforts to match those goals. So these are few formats which y'all can use to make a briefing sheet for any agency that you consult. There is a lot of hassle when it comes to taking testimonials or feedbacks. So this is a more channelized way where you predetermine or pre-book your exhibitor or organizer in a channelized manner where you can have the interviews at a certain time intervals rather than just approaching them when they are busy. So currently, a lot of organizers, they want us to take the feedback of or surveys of what the exhibitor thinks or the visitor thinks, but then it is very last minute. Either the visitor is busy or the exhibitor is busy in exhibiting his content where he doesn't have time. But if you prefixed an appointment or booking an interview slot with him, which is just for 10 minutes, at least you are assured that you will get that bite instead of losing it because of last minute planning. So I think pre-planning is a major point here which can help you achieve much more better results than last minute planning. So this is once again a format. Here you can see the time, duration, video delivery, person in charge, location, who's the interviewee, what is his job title, everything is specified, including the time when the interview is taken. So this helps us to act in a more channelized manner and this will also reduce the number of people you are appointing. If I have one videographer, if he's given this list, he knows that he has to reach a certain location at 10 p.m. So he'll reach. You don't need to put 3 or 4 videographers just because the time is not locked. So this will eventually help you in cost saving as well. So this needs to be followed in a very particular manner. Nowadays, there are a lot of innovations when it comes to technology where you can create an experience for your visitors, exhibitors or even delegates for that matter. On show, they create experience with latest technologies. Now, all our cameras, including Jayesh's camera, is Wi-Fi enabled. So the moment he clicks, the photos are dropped in our cloud and we can share with our client immediately on WhatsApp. So that within 10 minutes, the inauguration happens, the photo is clicked, it's given to client on their WhatsApp in HD format and also uploaded on a drive link which is commonly shared with them so that they are able to upload on their social media right then and right now. This is an example. We did India Awards, we did the inauguration, the photos are being posted on LinkedIn. Yesterday's event, the inauguration happened, the photos in 15 to 20 minutes were posted on LinkedIn. So today we are in the age of instant gratification. Unless we don't put this, it becomes very old. It has a shelf life of 3 days. So we need to be as quick as possible and technology is supporting you with that. So ensure when you are appointing team, these all points needs to be considered. This will give you a leverage for your data, where the data you post. Again, real-time photo service on WhatsApp. The ma'am asked us to share 2-3 inaugural photos. Immediately that were done. Even for Elikrama, we did the same thing. For all our shows, we made sure that all the data is shared on WhatsApp or Drive link within few minutes of the event. Even like minister comes, VIP tour happens, there's some inaugural speech, it is captured, shared immediately within 15 to 20 minutes, which saves a lot of time. Earlier, it used to take the end of the day. People used to wait for when the photographer will put his card, when he will copy his data, and when he will give the organizer. But now the technology is increasing rapidly. Newer ways are coming. There is a cloud sharing device now soon in the market that you just have to click and the photo will directly go to your social media channel. It's yet to come in India, but people outside are doing this kind of technology investment. To give a more experience to your users. Your users are maybe your visitor, exhibitor, delegates. Nowadays, you can have a face scanning detection on your image gallery, which any visitor can scan his face in this format and he gets his desired photos of him in the exhibition. The technology, we did Startup Mahakam last week and the technology has evolved even more. A lot of marketeers are concerned about branding images. If their brand images are being captured or not, these are the things that the organizer wants it on immediate purpose. So right now the technology is that even if you put a logo of your brand in this context, it will give you a list of all the photos which has that branding behind it or somewhere around it. So it makes your task much more easy rather than going through the entire dump of photos. So get acquainted with AI. This is going to help you save your time. When you save your time, you save money eventually. This is again enhancing user experience. This is again a pixie set format where you give a very nice interface for your visitors to look at the images, not just website or LinkedIn. This is an images which can, it's like a website which automatically arranges your images in a chronological way, where people at one glance come to know what the event is about, what is it about, and what are the brands participating, etc., etc. What we specialize here is in live edit setup. This is one of our specialties, which helps to create engaging content on the same day itself. Before the day ends, you can have 2 to 3 videos as per the segmentations you need. It is extremely important that everyone understand that it is high time that we need to shift in a 4K format. There is a HD and then there is a 4K. It is very crucial to shift in the 4K format because at the global stage, when we are covering our international shows, 4K is minimum. Yet in India, people are not yet convinced with 4K because they say, "Arey TV pe to dikhna nahi, phone pe dikhna hai." But 4K acts as a different context. When you shoot in 4K, your data is preserved for a longer duration of time. Today, you can use 4K in a format where you can scale things at the largest spectrum. You can use a 4K video into a different formats as well. You can use a 4K video into a vertical format without losing any quality of the image. So it is utmost important that all organizers should shift on a 4K platform because that is the future for India. This 26th January, when our Prime Minister had a Republic rally, Doordarshan for first time has shifted the entire multi-mix channel on 4K. So if changes are happening at that end, I think as organizers, we also need to understand the importance of what 4K is bringing to the market because this is the next thing where India is going to reach soon. People have different kinds of setup nowadays in exhibitions. as you know that podcast is a very running thing, you can have a podcast setup at your place, at your exhibition itself, because it gives one-on-one interaction which may not happen otherwise. So you can plan your delegates, you can plan a podcast setup in advance so that you get more engaging content, because that day the exhibitor or delegate or visitor is in the exhibition itself. So he is also aware of what kind of new technologies are going around, and he can give you a better reaction to it rather than you asking him at his office at a different forum. So I think introducing a podcast studio within the exhibition on those days is a very good concept. People need to shift on a live mix setup. Right? Today's conference is just one camera which is taking my direction, but it has no audience reaction. It has no reaction of if, for example, there were a panelist sitting here. So that also needs to, this basically is creating experience for the users. When you all are watching a LED screen over there, imagine you're just watching one person talking. There is no changing of visuals, which becomes monotonous. If you use a live mix setup for your conferences, you can have a multi-channel setup where people are not bored just watching one person at a time. This we are using for all our ministry conferences and all our G20s, which is giving audience an enhanced experience. So I would request all organizers to please opt for this, because this is also growing in the market, where outside a minimum three camera setup is mandatory when it comes to international show. So I think that we should shift our paradigm to a multi-camera setup. Aerial photography you've seen in most of our videos. Earlier it was drone, now it is FPV. FPV drone is that you can fly it anyhow, anywhere. Obviously, you need to have a licensed pilot for this, so that all permissions are taken care of. But then that gives you a bird's eye view, is a different perspective. You've seen in my earlier videos how a drone shot gives you and makes you understand the volume and size of exhibition. Can I add something? Yeah. And rules and regulations from the aviation keeps changing, so it has to be monitored always, so that it is just safe for everyone to use the drone. And it is very, very important to have a licensed drone as a pilot, because a lot of inexperienced people are also in the market. But that creates a risk for your visitors or all the people in the exhibition, because it's end of the day, it's a device, it's an electronic device. It can have malfunction and it can fall down, which is a huge risk. So an experienced pilot is always a better choice when you are opting for aerial photography. And I think, Suraj sir, license should be made mandatory from all venue point of view. I think this suggestion, I would like to, from all venues, drone license should be mandatory.
Talk is that a lot of people would say, let's cut costs. And this classic dialogue of dekha jayega is something which we have to be very mindful. There should never be a chance where you put anything to your luck, fate, serendipity.
100%.
So I am totally there. Compliance towards all licenses makes the event very comfortable.
So, yes, sir. So the aviation ministry only issues the license for the pilots. So basically, once you buy a drone, there are the number of flights that you opt for, like the times you flight. Also, there are certified courses which you do. They are in association with.
No, sir. What normally happens that the person who's operating this should be licensed. So you only use the licensed operator to drive the aerial vehicle.
Drone pilot. Yes.
and that venue can often ask who's going to do this, then you give that license that under this, it is he or she is authorized to operate, and it is very important. And one thing which is actually missing is that when VIPs come, some of these movements can be stopped there and then.
Yeah.
So it's even more critical to have people who know that they are doing it well.
100%. Mostly it's a protocol then there that if any ministry is coming, there should be no aerial activity. That's what we've realized in the past few years. So yeah, so there are a lot of courses available in India also for certifying drone pilots. So once you do that, and all are associated with the aviation ministry. So if someone does that course, he gets a license. It's a course of 6 to 8 months, and I think it's a very important thing to have it in an agency if you're using drone as a equipment.
Akash,
yes,
this is Sai. Sorry. So Akash, there are different licenses now for drone, because drone is also used in capturing the land, exact area, what kind of soil or those kind of things. So is there a different license which is given for this commercial photography or commercial thing and different?
Yeah, sir, commercial. So actually the licenses of the drone also have variations in terms of the weight of the drone. So there are different licenses for different weight. So a 250-gram drone has a different license, a 1 kg drone has a different license. So I think all of this is mentioned in our site and it's easily available. So you can get information over there. But yeah, the licenses are different.
What suits best for exhibitions and events normally?
So I think anywhere a drone of a 250 gram to 1 kg is anyway suitable for any exhibition. I think it captures. So basically, heavier the drone, more the power and more the battery time which it operates. So yeah. So one experience I would like to share that when I was shooting for G20 Varanasi. So we had the archaeological department as part of the project, and he was the person who was flying his drone, like the person directly from the government. So that kind of experience is also very important. So it makes your thing very easy, as that time we got to know so much knowledge about how drones are used from their point of view. So I think, licensing is quite important because it is a risk. Because I have myself cut my hand while learning the drone for the first time. So since then, we've made sure that we take proper permission. So a drone which is lesser than 250 grams, you don't need to license and you can fly it in the available green zone. So when you have the DJI app or any drone app in your phone, it marks colors. A green location is where you don't need any permission. And if your drone is below 250 grams, you can fly it over there. But then those are mostly the landscape areas where there is no population around. Then there is an orange zone where you need the permission of the police as well. It's just not the drone licensing. It's also police permission from the nearest station. So even if you have a pilot drone license, it is very important to check in which region you're operating. Because if you're anywhere close near the airport, any convention which is closed near the airport, then you might not get those kind of permissions. Because every drone has a GPS tracker attached to it. Wherever you fly, the information goes to the police station or the IT department over there. So they can come immediately to stop down the drone and ask for papers. So like I said, that curation of data for post-show utility is extremely crucial. Once you've captured all the information in 3 days, it is very important to channelize it in a certain manner so that you can use the kind of data in a very effective manner. So we have given a small suggestion like how you can segregate or how an agency can segregate in a format that it is usable for your end user, as in your marketer.
So now the time has come that each one of your clients should have their Google Drive access so that they can take their archives.
Yes.
And now the time has come that you should be able to give video selections using AI so that selection process or creating shorts or reels is much quicker. AI has really made a lot of changes.
There are a lot of, like I told in my previous slides, that AI has improved or the technology has improved drastically. You put a number of images in there, it will automatically scan and segregate images for you without eliminating all the images which are not needed as per the command input by you. So
and you see now with face recognizing softwares, most of the good photography companies are giving an option for visitors to download their own photographs. And you can use this as a tool for further promotion, because the same guy will upload that he was at your show. If you give them the right templates and download their photographs, day one marketing can be really impactful for day two, day three event promotion, because anybody who gets his photograph will like to promote, I was there.
Yes. So the same I had shared in my previous slide as well, that face recognition is today's thing. Also, sir, today the technology advanced so much that even if you put a branding logo, if someone wants their branding to be captured and is not able to find in the images by a physical way, you just need to upload the logo. Wherever the logo is there in the exhibition, those photos will be automatically segregated. There's one more plus point is, if you want your user to have more user-friendly experience, or you want to include your branding as part of it, there are softwares that allows you to add your frame or logo or something, so that whenever any user is downloading, it gets downloaded with your branding on it, so that there is some recall to it as well. So these are few formats which we've curated for data segregation, and these sheets will be shared by ma'am in the PPT. The thing is, this is one of the most important thing is data safety. It is priority. For us as an agency also it is priority, but equal practice has to be maintained at your end also. It is only the data we have is a proof of the exhibition that was conducted. If the handling of the data is not proper, most of the times we get calls from our organizers that our hard drive is corrupt. So our hard drive is not working. We are not able to access data. So there are few protocols that we have started from last 3 years in our company, that we make sure there is a proper way in which the data is handled. So I'll just give you an example of what we've done. We call it MIS Blue Apple.
World is changing faster than ever. Data is the new oil. Over 328.77 million terabytes of data is generated every day. Losing it can damage your finances and your reputation. But what if there was a way to safeguard it? A shield against disaster? MIS by Blue Apple Digimedia. Unmatched data protection securing your world-class event coverage. In media production, data security is crucial. At Blue Apple, our MIS ensures your data's safety at every step, preventing any loss, a system unlike any other. MIS by Blue Apple Digimedia. Trust us to capture and safeguard your event's essence forever.
So this is a mandate practice at our agency to secure your data as much as possible, because data is everything and everything is data. So I think you should also have a session or a workshop conducted at your end, whoever is handling the exhibition data, that they need to handle it with a very defined format. You cannot just unplug your hard drive, or you cannot just use any connectors for the hard drive. It needs to be very defined, and it needs to be captured in a very, formal format. So I urge that please keep data as priority, as one of your very important things, because you may want to access the data even after 2 years, but it should be available with you. Now the newer thing, like we were discussing that day with Suraj sir, is the cloud. Cloud is the next backup which everyone has to invest into. Currently, things are being developed at that end, but I feel that every company should have their own server on the cloud where they are able to access even 10 years of data. It is that easy. You can easily compress your data and upload it on cloud. It is a stronger backup, but obviously you need to have a physical backup at office as well. So, yeah, just concluding with my last slide is that capture the experience for future promotions. Agency provides value to exhibitors, sponsor everything, builds brands, credibility and documentation, like I have explained earlier. there is a boost to real-time engagement. The more quicker data we put out on the platform, the higher is the rate of engagement that you will get. And highlights, key moments, and people are very crucial when you are defining what kind of marketing you want to take it ahead with a sales point of view. Thank you. If any questions.
All of you who work in the marketing domain, you have to understand that how marketing has changed forever. Previously, the entire activity of exhibition promotion was being used by a terminology called MGC. You know what is MGC? Marketing generated content. So marketing people will create content, creatives, advertisements, and say, this is how we are going to promote our show. Now, most of the marketing of today's time has gone to EGC and UGC. What is EGC? EGC is exhibitor generated content, where your exhibitor is promoting your show by saying, I am participating, I am coming at this show, please meet me. So EGC has become a new norm. Everybody is having templates. Nidhi ji also does it. He is speaking, he is talking. So EGC is, which we are already doing. The next wave is going to be VGC, which is visitor generated content. Each visitor has his own mobile number, mobile phone. He is at your show. By tagging them as influencers or random visitors or unique visitors, that VGC is the next wave. But if you empower them with the right templates, right messaging, your show can get promoted very well. And using AI technologies, getting automated processes for visitors to say, I am coming, this is what I want to buy, I feel the next future will be on VGC.
So if there are no questions, we come to the end of session by Akash. Thank you so much, Akash. There is a lot that can be done with the photography and videography, as you heard from him right now. We will share the slides, of course, after the 5-day program. Can we have a group picture?